Hello, and how is it going, my fellow DeFi degen friends? I hope you're all doing well, staying safe and making the best investments that you can make. So in today's video, it's going to be a very brief video. I just thought I'd share this with a lot of people who may not really know it exists, know that they have this option and these abilities to take part in getting free tokens in potential airdrops with some pretty big projects that haven't released any tokens yet, but they might do in the future. And I'm just going to pack all of that into today's video real quick, just so people understand, that they do have these options and they can still, earn some free tokens potentially, and still earn some, freebies in this market. So without further ado, let's just jump into it. Okay, so if you're not very familiar with DeFi Armor, DeFi Armor is probably one of the most popular DeFi statistics websites full of analytical data, TVL, all the different chains, all the good stuff like that. But you can head here to AIRDROPS, and essentially, it does what it says on the tin. It shows you every single project that has been listed through DeFi Armor that currently doesn't have any tokens. So as you can see, the most recent listings here have been listed less than a day ago, and then it goes down in chronological order, following all the way down through these dates. And as you can see, some of these projects have huge amounts of TVL, such as Swap, which is a DEX that's launched on BSC, so you can start getting involved doing some swaps on Swap through BSC, and then if they do decide to release their own token further down the line, typically it happens with these projects that've got huge amounts of TVL. If they do decide to release a token further down the line, then it's a good chance, if you've operated and interacted with their DEX, then you will be able to be eligible for some free tokens. This is the same for all of these projects. It does get a little bit more complex, a little bit different depending on the protocol. So here's some of these projects on Polygon, Cardano and KCC. These are all lending protocols, so you will have to go on, perhaps do some lending, but just of course make sure you're being careful with that. Make sure you understand the risk of lending, and if it does seem a bit too daunting, then perhaps just give this one a miss. But then there's some more interesting ones such as yields, launchpads, services. There's just tons of different stuff on so many different chains, so even if you go onto these chains that might be new to you, you find out how to get on there. It's all a learning experience and is giving you more knowledge in the space too, how to get on some of these chains that may not be EVM compatible. So there's lots of different inner workings and more experience and knowledge to be learned. So as you are getting familiar with these projects on these chains, you are learning more about how everything works and just improving your knowledge base, which is so important, especially during these rough markets, these bear markets. These are the times when you've got to hone in on your skills, learn as much as you possibly can. So by the time that the next bull comes around, by the time the market's looking a lot better, then that is when you are going to be in prime position. Right now is probably not the time to, forget about it or sit idly and just hope that, things get better at some point. It's just the best time to work on your skills, your experience, and just absolutely put everything into place to put you in the best position heading into the next bull market. So of course, not all of these projects will do airdrops, but some of these are just your typical projects that you will interact with, such as the dexes, yields, lending, gaming options. There's so many different protocols that are still useful and can be beneficial to you for everyday use. And if they do decide to release airdrops further down the line and you've been actively using the platform for trading or lending or earning yields, then you'll be putting yourself in a prime position, ready for the future and ready for any juicy airdrops that may come. Sometimes you can just head onto Twitter and search airdrop sheet, and if you have a look, you may find a little bit of alpha. I searched here and I found this one from Profeta, so I just checked this out. He does do YouTube videos too, so definitely go and check out his Twitter, and perhaps subscribe to his YouTube also. But he did release his own airdrop sheet here, which you can check out. It's just a Google sheet. Just go on it and go on view only mode, just to make sure there's no funny business going on or anything. I'm not saying there is with this guy, but just always be sure. And this guy's done an extensive list of airdrops that are confirmed on different chains, and there's just tons and tons and tons of alpha in here. So definitely go and check out Profeta. check out his YouTube channel, and yeah, give him some love, because this is a pretty extensive list. And you can search for whatever your preferred chain is if you are looking to check out new chains, and then you can also see if it's still available and if it's potential or confirmed. There's tons of links to each different project. So yeah, I'll leave the link for this Google Sheets in the description too, along with Crypto Profeta's Twitter, so you can go and check him out. Hopefully you found a little bit of alpha information in this video. Let me know if you've got any other, you know, secret techniques, secret sauce to get those airdrops. Comment those down below. I'd love to see what the different options are, how everyone else finds their potential airdrops. Come and join the DeFi Degens Discord. Follow me on Twitter at DeFi Degens. And whatever you do, stay safe out there, make good investments, and have a great day.